Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I am the City Witch and today I'm very excited to introduce you to this brand new oracle deck that was released on the 25th of February 2024 and it's called Oracle of the Hekatean Path by Ken Payne and Chris Butler. And I have to say guys, I am super excited to get into this deck and start playing around with it. There are not very many decks on the market that are specifically designed to work with the goddess Hekate. Now, I am a priestess of Hekate and I've been working with her since I was 13 years old. I'm now 39, so I have many years experience with this deity. She is my primary goddess and I have a temple and shrine built to her in my home that is fully dedicated to her, where I do all my workings with her. And I have to say, I think in all my years of working with her, I've only come across one unique tarot deck on Etsy, and I have one oracle deck that I bought last year that came out on the market that is themed for Hekate. The rest of the decks are just goddess themed or dark goddess themed. They're not specific to Hekate, although she might be included in those decks. So this was something that I really looked forward to, and I found out about this deck in October 2023. So naturally I had to go ahead and pre-order it because I was not going to miss out on this beautiful deck and the opportunity to have a deck that focuses on primarily working with my goddess. So as I say, this is called the Oracle of the Hekatean Path. This is what the box looks like. It's beautiful. I'm loving the Hekate wheel in the middle here. The deck comes printed in several different languages, and here's the information of the publishers if you want to go ahead and check them out. This is what the sides of the box look like, and this is the back of the box. So this deck is a 60 card oracle deck with guidebook, and our introduction on the back says, from the dark depths of the night sky emerges a unique oracle deck based on the figure of Hekate, the key bearer. Very nice. So let's open it up and see what we have. So it's a slide on cover, and it does take a little bit of maneuvering to get it off, guys. So let's take a look at our guidebook first. So English, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese. So it's quite a few languages. Ooh, so we have a dedication here. Chris dedicates his work on this project to his mother, Sheila Butler, and also to the treasured memories of his father, Dennis Anthony Butler. Oh, that's nice. Ken dedicates his work on this project to the goddess Hekate and the Hekatean community globally, also to the memory of his late grandmother, Cynthia. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? So we've got a little bit of dedications there, and I love that they dedicated to Hekate as well. We have some acknowledgements and an introduction. So it says, Hekate is a very complex, misunderstood and even feared goddess. She's the torchbearer, the cosmic world soul, the guide and the companion, mistress of the restless dead who rules over heavens, earth and sea, and the key bearer who stands at the crossroads of life, death and rebirth, a vast ranging deity who has adapted to many cultures and spanned the centuries. Whether she has made herself known to you or you are actively and humbly seeking her guidance, the Oracle of the Hekatean Path has been designed to connect the user with her myriad forms and energies, as well as those other divine and spiritual entities that she so readily interacts with. That's a beautiful introduction. So we have some guidance on how to use her deck. We do have some spreads. So we have a crossroads spread, which incorporates 3 cards. We have Twin Torches spread. I'll probably give that a whirl actually. And then we jump into our cards. So it looks like we get the name of the card, tells us that the first card, so is primordial origins, and then it gives us what the card means. It looks like there's no reverse meanings, but if you wanted to do that, guys, you'd probably just do the counter opposite of what the description said. So you could do reverse meanings if you so chose. I probably won't bother, personally. And our guidebook covers all the various different languages. So nice and simple, short and sweet, but to the point, which I like. And let's get our cards out and take a look. So we have a handy ribbon to help us get our cards out. Okay, so the cards are average oracle size, I would say. They fit quite nicely in the palm of my hand. They are shiny, as you can see. So that gloss kind of coating. They are slightly on the thinner side in cardstock quality. I prefer mine to be slightly thicker than this. However, bouncing back quite nicely. As you can see, they bend quite well, but be careful if you're going to be doing a fan shuffle. You might find that they could become damaged. Just be careful, guys. The pattern on the back is pretty neutral. So like I said, you could come up with your own reverse meanings and it would be pretty difficult to decide which way around the card is before you flip it over, if that's something you do. So I do like the more neutral background. I love the black and the Hekatean wheel. That's lovely. So far, lots of pluses in its favour. The deck has a smooth finish to it. It's not pointy or sharp at all. It's plain white, so we don't have any of that foiling on the sides. Let's take a look at the deck itself. So we have card number 1. Looks like we have some Greek names on here. I might try my best to pronounce some of them, but I'll probably butcher them because pronunciation isn't easy. So this one is card number 1, Primordial, and it tells us that its origins. That's quite lovely, isn't it? It's like an ancient statue. It's quite unusual. It looks like they've used a lot of that computerized artwork to design this deck, which isn't a negative, and you know, it is what it is. I think that's a lovely, lovely image. Very unusual, but not exactly what I expected though for the artwork of the deck. But let's continue and see what else we have. So card number 1, Primordial. Card number 2, Mother of All, Pamita, Nurturing. We've got a lady breastfeeding a baby, a child in her lap, and we've got the world. So this is almost like a Mother Gaia feel to it, without saying, you know, Gaia. Enodia of the Crossroads, Choices. That's nice. I like that we have the crossroads in it, and then we have a very old ancient statue, which is a statue of her. I like that it's right in the middle as well, and she's facing all in the directions. That's really clever the way they've done that. Melano, Dark-Minded, Dichitomi. Ooh, this is kind of like dual aspects. It sort of reminds me of the High Priestess card in the tarot, where we have the white and the black pillars. That's interesting. Card number 5, Gorgo, the Grim, Fear. Ooh, so we have Gorgons. That's really interesting imagery and artwork. It's kind of psychedelic with all the colours. Brimo, the Angry One, the Destroyer, Fury. I work actually a lot with Brimo because it's the aspect of her that's really good for destroying bad habits, addictions, you know, bad behaviour within yourself as well. And it helps you start afresh in certain situations by clearing out the old. And sometimes destruction can be good, depending on how you use it. So I do like working with that aspect of her. I like that artwork as well. Like the breaking, the cracking. It's nice. I am not going to try and pronounce this one because I will butcher it. But it says, Eater of Filth, Cleansing. I like that artwork as well. Again, kind of psychedelic with all the colours. But I like this one because it looks like fear and agony and torment. Kind of like disease from within. And then we've got these skulls. It's quite cool. Lady of the Wild Beasts, Nature. That's nice. And we're seeing some of her sacred animals here. Chthoniya, of the Earth, Stability. That's cool as well. I said the artwork's really unusual, but so far I am enjoying it. Not at all what I expected with this deck, but pleasantly surprised so far. Analia, of the Sea, Emotions. Wow. That's beautiful. It's very powerful as well. Kurinaya, the heavenly one, purity. I like that the wings aren't quite angel wings, they're more like bird wings, like some kind of hawk or eagle maybe. Propalaya, one before the gate, guardian. That one's lovely. I think that's one of my favourites so far. I really love that the gate is kind of subtly made of light behind the image of her, and obviously she's ready to guide you with her torches. It's beautiful. Averter of evil, deflection. Interesting that they went with like fireworks, but I like the shield, that the focus is that they're hitting the shield and it's bouncing away. So this is quite a protective energy, this one. Nina, the lioness, strength. It's very Egyptian looking, that one. Heros Pyre, sacred fire, unity. So here we've got a lot of dancing going on around a big bonfire. Torchbearer, guidance. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this artwork, because like I said, it's very unusual. Keybearer, unlocking. I like the way they've cleverly used the keyhole there, and then you've got the keys either side, and she's standing on the other side of the threshold. You have the keys, you have to open the door, you have to step through. So it's all about your actions, but she's ready and waiting when you are on the other side. And she's giving you the key to success, to move forward. You've just got to take it and take action. Spinner of fate, destiny. Wow. So we've got the Psychopomp, soul guide, transition. That's beautiful as well. It looks like this person may have died or has let go of their astral self, and their spirit is leaving their body. And Hekate is there ready to guide them with her torch yet again. It's very spectral and ethereal, that one. Beautiful. Lover of solitude, retreat. It's also lovely. Of the night, secrets. Bearer of love, desires. I love that they are not just talking about the sacred feminine divine, but we also have the symbols for masculinity. So the sacred masculine is mixed in there. So we have the female, but we've got two men here as well. And then we've got the unified symbol at the top. I really like how this is incorporating all sexualities, all desires. It is a card of great unity and passion and freedom of sexual expression. All giver, abundance. Wow. Wonder what kind of plants they are. I'm not sure if that's tomatoes, because there's some red fruit on there. Let me know what you guys think the fruit is. Could be pomegranates or peaches maybe, because that looks like a peach in her hand. I don't know if you guys can see that. Interesting. Soteria, saviour, salvation. Wow, it's bright, isn't it? I think that's the brightest card in the deck so far. Queen of the Witches, sovereignty. And then we've got witches praying and dancing to her, and Hekate is the moon. Most manifest goddess. Diversity. She's holding all of her tools in that image. Got her keys. We've got a snake, a torch, a dagger, a wreath, or perhaps even her crown. And it looks like we have her whip as well. Okay, so this is where we've changed now. So all of those were aspects of Hekate to work with. Now we're changing tactics. So card number 27 is devotee, dedication. Number 28, the path, journey. That's lovely. I like that she's in the moon again, watching over your path and your journey as you undertake this special quest. Number 29, new moon, beginnings. 30, full moon, illumination. I would also say manifestation as well with this one, and power. 31, dark moon, release. I am so glad the dark moon is in here. A lot of people focus on the new moon and they forget about the dark moon. So the dark moon is when the moon is completely invisible from the sky. You cannot see it at all. The new moon is officially when it starts to peak, to show itself. So I love that this is in here. So dark moon, release. 32, Hecate's Deipnon, sacrifice. I love that. And for those of you out there who've never celebrated Deipnon, this is giving you some ideas of what you can offer to her. So we have some rosemary, we've got some garlic, honey, eggs, bread. Lovely. Number 33, black hounds, loyalty. So black dogs are sacred to Hekate. So this is like one of her familiar animals. Pharmakia, I think that's pronounced, knowledge. So Hekate does teach about sacred herbs, wart cunning, and connects a lot to the natural things in the world around you. So I love that they've used that here. So we've obviously got the mandrake in the middle. We've got a few different plants here that are probably sacred or connected to Hekate. 35. Focus, Magicae, raising power. Ooh, this is interesting. Got like some incantation being spoken, and then we've got this magical occult symbol in the middle there. 36, cords, bondage. Ooh. So some kind of binding. So that can be good or bad. You might want to bind yourself to something like dedicate or make a promise, a commitment, a contract. But sometimes if you're bound against your will, it can be a negative, and you want to get rid of those cords and negative bindings that keep you in place, that hold you back. This, I think, is focusing more on the negative aspect, but you could also use it in its positive aspect depending on the cards that are surrounding it in a reading. 37, dagger, severance. So if you got these two together, this to me would be a negative bond that you need to sever and break. 38, the cave, incubation. Yeah, because caves are also sacred to Hekate, and it's where she made her home in her mythology. Living connected to air, land and sea. Number 39, temple at Lagina. Sacredness. I hope I'm saying that right as well, Lagina. I might be saying it wrong, but that's beautiful. That's probably one of my favourites. Axis Mundi, crux. Yes, Hekate is the Axis Mundi, connected to the world tree. And I love that we've got the 3 cauldrons of the witch here. So the upper realm, middle realm, lower realm. I like that showing us the roots of the earth as well, that you have to go deep within And then also the 3 elements that she rules over. So we've got air, sea, and land. Or rather sky, should I say. It's really clever, that one. Hekate's wheel. Oh, wow. I love the colours on that one. Look at that, guys. That is stunning. So this one is about cycles. So patterns and cycles. I think this might be my favourite. That is absolutely beautiful. And I love the colours used in that. 42, Aconite, death. And we have a wolf or dog skull in the image. 43, mysteries, initiation. And again, this is reminding me of the High Priestess card in the tarot for some reason. I think it's just the pillars and the doorway. Also, this reminds me of travelling over the hedge as well, doing astral projection into other realms and going on those sacred journeys to learn about other spirits. Asteria, dreams. Number 44. So this looks like other spirits and deities she's connected to now. So starting with that card there. So 45, Perseus, destruction. 46, Zeus, honours. Ooh. I like that the eagle's in there for him because that is one of his symbols. 47, Demeter, loss. And we've got Hades stealing Persephone in the background. And obviously she is now turning the land barren. So you can see how beautiful it is here and it's starting to shift. Corey, Persephone, growth. So here again we see the shift where she's no longer goddess of the spring and she's shifting into goddess of the underworld, queen of the underworld. And then we've got the pomegranate that was the reason for the change, the shift in her energy. And again, we go from bright spring into barrenness over here. Number 49, Artemis, independence. That's nice as well. Beautiful imagery. Dionysus, ecstasy. Yep, that makes sense. He was the one known for debauchery and fun after all. 51, Hermes, messengers, or messages, should I say. I work a lot with Hermes, so this one is a nice addition for me. And they work really well together as well, the two of them, Hekate and Hermes. Cerberus, obstacles. So we have the hound of the underworld, the 3-headed dog. Looks like we're going into different cards again. I don't know if, I feel like that ends the collection of spirits. And I think this is going into maybe energies or powers or something like that. So we have number 53, restless dead, unresolved past. Number 54, Clytus, defeat. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Well, maybe not actually, because we do have some more people here. So 55, Medea, magic. And number 56, Kirky, transformation. Or maybe this is Circe actually, but they've put it with K's. So Circe curse me kind of energy, because she was known for turning people into pigs. So I think that's what that's supposed to be. Circe the sorceress. 57, Lampadius, companionship. Number 58, Holy Deipnon, lower realm, protection. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, hang on. Looks like we have cards that match each other. Okay, so the next one is number 59, Holy Decknon Middle Realm Healing. And then the last one we have is number 60, Holy Decknon Upper Realm Divinity. Ooh, I'll just show you that close up, guys. That is nice. That finishes the deck off beautifully. So that is all of the cards. I have to say, like, this is a really unusual deck, but I do like it. The artwork is beautiful. I like that there's different epithets of Hekate to work with. This is definitely focusing a lot on the Greek mythology about her, and I think they've drawn from the magical Greek papyri as well, which is fine. There was a little bit, I felt, of Egyptian energy in here. And a little bit of modern magic as well, with the talk about the moon and the different moon phases. So yeah, overall, really beautiful deck. I really like it. But honestly, guys, let me know what you think. Now, I just want to read what it says about how to use this deck, because I feel like it's divided up a little bit. So here we go. So how to use this deck. The Oracle of the Hekatean Path is designed to be used as both a mirror reflecting inner secrets and potential, as well as a map with signposts which helps us navigate the paths to Hekate that we find ourselves on. Each image is deeply associated with Hekate and her mysteries, sometimes subtle and soothing, and at other times primal and raw, but creating a balanced whole, providing enlightenment from our psyches and conveying messages direct from the goddess herself. So this is a 60 card deck, and it is divided into 3 sections, each of which draws on a mixture of historical evidence and personal genos. So first we have epithets, the ancient names and cult titles of the goddess Hekate. Well, I noticed that. So that was quite a chunk of the deck at the beginning. Then we have symbols, the varied symbols as associated with Hekate across time, which together create the spiritual toolkit. And then we have gods and spirits, beings that are often associated, merged, or conflated with Hekate. Okay, so it's split into 3 zones. So you have the gods and spirits, symbols, and the epithets of Hekate. Okay, so that gives us an idea of how to work with the deck. So yeah, overall, beautiful deck. I definitely will be keeping it. Absolutely thought it was lovely. That is definitely my favourite card. I am really happy with this deck. I love its energy, its vibe, the colour, the art, the box, the imagery. All of the cards are just perfect. And I'm getting a really nice, happy vibe from Hekate that this deck is now out there in the world and people can connect with her. So thank you so much for watching this review, guys. I'm going to go ahead and score this deck a flat out 10 out of 10. I can't think of anything wrong with it. I cannot, off the top of my head, think of why it would not be given a 10 out of 10. This is definitely going to be a major deck in my practice with Hekate and doing readings with her. So thank you so much to the creators, Ken Payne and Chris Butler, for producing this gorgeous, beautiful deck, helping the world connect with Hekate as our goddess. So if you did enjoy this video, guys, please give me that thumbs up, click the bell, and YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. If you'd like to offer light, love and support to my channel, you can do that through my Amazon wishlist or my PayPal link. And thank you to those who do choose to support me. If you'd like to contact me for a reading with this deck or any of my other decks, you can do so through Facebook, Instagram, X, and via email. All the links are provided. And if you'd like to book any of my magical services, again, just use the links provided, guys. Thank you so much for your support and watching till the very end. I do appreciate it. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon. Blessed be.